Hey everyone, today we are going to tackle three little words that, cause a ton of confusion. Can, could, and be able to. They seem so simple, right? But using them perfectly, especially when sentences get a little more complex, is a true sign that you've got a great handle on English. Okay, let's jump right in.
So, to get our brains warmed up, I've got a little puzzle for you. We see sentences like this next one all the time. But this one has a really common mistake hiding in plain sight. Take a look. You think you can spot it?
And there it is. I can finish the project by next week. It sounds kind of right, doesn't it? But nope, it's definitely incorrect. Stick with me because by the end of this quick explainer, you're going to know exactly why it's wrong and how to fix it perfectly every single time.
First things first, let's build up our basic grammar toolkit. We're going to start with the words you already know and probably use every day.
First up is can. This is our absolute go-to for talking about what's possible, what we're able to do, or asking for permission, and we almost always use it for the present. It's simple, it's straightforward, and we use it constantly.
What's so cool about can is just how much it does for us. For the present tense, it covers ability, possibility, and even casual permission and requests. It's a real workhorse of a word for sure.
Okay, so let's bring in its partner, could. Now, most of us think of it as just the past tense of can, and it is, but it also pulls double duty, showing up for polite requests and for talking about those hypothetical what-if kinds of situations.
And here you can see its different jobs in action, but pay close attention to that first one, general past ability. This is so important. We use could when we're talking about a skill we used to have over a period of time in the past. And yeah, of course, it also makes you sound a bit more polite. Now keep that general past ability idea in your back pocket. We are definitely coming back to it. It's a big one.
All right, so if can is for now and could is for then, what do we do for all the other times? The future? The present perfect? Well, this is where our grammar super tool comes into play. The incredibly useful phrase, be able to.
Okay, here's the absolute heart of the issue. Can and could belong to a special club of verbs called modal verbs. And the number one unbreakable rule of modal verbs is you can't use two of them together. Ever. That's exactly why will can is a total grammatical no-go. They just don't play well together. But be able to, it's not a modal, so it can go anywhere it wants.
And using it is like following a super simple recipe. You just grab your subject, pop in the right form of the verb to be for whatever tense you need, like will be for the future or has been for the present perfect. Then you just add able to and finish with your main verb. That's it. So easy.
Let's see this super tool do its thing. So instead of that awkward I will can finish, we get the smooth, correct I will be able to finish. And instead of a total mess like they have can contacted, we get the clean and perfect they haven't been able to contact him. See, it fixes the problem every single time.
Okay, you ready for the advanced tip? This is one of those little details that's really going to make your English sound sharp and precise. When we're talking about the past, there's a really subtle but super important difference between using could and using was or were able to.
Here's the breakdown. Just think of it like this. Could is for a general skill you used to have. It's about potential. But was or were able to is for a specific moment when you actually did something, when you succeeded, a lot of times when it was kind of difficult. Let's look at some examples. It'll make it crystal clear. This is a perfect use of could. See, we're not talking about one specific afternoon when she read a book. We're talking about the general ability, the skill of reading, that she had as a little kid. It was something she was capable of doing over a long time. And here is the total opposite. That little phrase, despite the noise, that's our clue. It tells us we're in a specific, challenging situation. You're not just talking about your general ability to concentrate. You're pointing out that on this one particular occasion, you pulled it off. You succeeded. You managed to do it. And that is where was able to just shines.
Woof! Okay, we've covered a lot of ground pretty quickly. So let's pull everything together into a quick reference guide so you can see all these rules in one neat little spot.
This chart really lays it all out. For present ability, you've got options, can or be able to. For a general skill in the past, could is your best friend. But now look at this. For a specific success story in the past, or for anything in the future, or any of those perfect tenses, be able to is your only right answer. It's just the most flexible of the bunch by far. So listen, if you only remember one thing from all this, make it this right here.
When you're stuck, when you're in doubt, especially with the future or perfect tenses, be able to is your flexible friend. It's the key that lets you talk about ability in any tense you want.
And that pretty much wraps it up. So my question for you is this. Now that you know these rules, especially that tricky difference between a past skill and a past success, where are you going to use them? In your emails? In your conversations? Where will you be able to use this new knowledge to sound just that much more precise? Thanks for tuning in.